I know you guys are tired of hearing it, but it's a beautiful day in Florida. It's just like, it's like clear blue, dark blue skies today. It's like 58, 60 degrees. It is nice. It is very nice weather. It's supposed to get even colder tomorrow, probably about 35. I need to take this sweater off. It's not quite cold enough for it. But anyway, so today what the plan is when the cage was done, Chris cut out this rear shelf to make room to weld the down bars and do all that stuff. So since I put carpet in it, you can see there's like no support for the carpet. So I want to build a rear plate out of the diamond plate I have left over from the welding cart to bolt in there. We'll riv nut it and just be able to like set it in, and if I need to take it out, I can take it out. But just something to give it support. That'll also allow us to spot to mount speakers if we decide to do so. I'd like to run 2 speakers there and 2 in the door, and then like a remote amp, like the one I told Adam to get. But I just don't know where I'd fit them in the door without having to cut the armrest thing out. I just don't want to cut that out. The other thing that I need to do is I need to make, I'm printing right now, I'll show you guys in a second, V3 of this shifter cover plate / handbrake plate. So it's going to cover the shifter hole. We're going to have a boot that bolts to it. Then there's going to be 2 tabs sticking up, handle going up, and then rod running back to remote master cylinder. So I'm printing it to test fit it. So if it's all good, I can send the file to Grafton and have him cut it out of steel. And then I need to figure out lines and get those ordered. I just need to get all of that stuff done because Adam's open house is coming up and we're going to be going to a track afterwards. So I want to get the car ready. I would like to try to drive it before then. Just to get a hang of it. I really do want to drift. I mean, that's what I built the car for. All my friends are bringing their drift cars. Like, I want to drift. So I can get the car drift ready with the handbrake and all that stuff as well, so I can do both. So anyway, let me show you guys my handbrake thing. I just started printing it. This is what I'm printing, but this isn't quite right. I had to just scale it down a bunch to fit on the print bed. Let's see. There it is. So that's essentially what I plan on making. I know I just shortened it top and bottom. I know that it'll fit top and bottom. There's plenty of room. I'm mainly testing out, you know, if this curve is right for like where the factory trans tunnel curves in for the handbrake, and then shifter holes in the right spot, and then if these are in the right spot. This is where the factory shift boot bolts do. This one's cut out, but that will have 3 factory bolts, and then I can through bolt the front and the rear, and then tabs will be welded here for the handbrake deal. So I am printing it out right now. Oh no! Dang it. Look at this. It completely peeled up. Can you see that? Like trashed. Gotta start over. Dang it. All right, the bracket is printing again, so we're good to go on that. Just let it sit. It's gonna take like 10 hours. Really, someone had a good idea and they told me how to just export it to just print it on a piece of paper and cut it out, which like makes the most sense because I'm just testing to make sure that everything lines up, but I don't know. I haven't been 3D printing stuff that much, so it's kind of fun for me to mess with it. Oh, also, I got my swag off-road portaband stand set up with my Milwaukee bandsaw. You guys saw I went and picked up this Milwaukee bandsaw from Home Depot, and then I had got this swag portaband stand. So basically, this is like the most affordable option to get a metal cutting bandsaw, and it's super size friendly. It's very small, and you still have the portaband saw. So like you can take this off the stand, takes like 2 seconds, and then use it as what it is meant for, which is a portable bandsaw. So very hyped on that. Got the miter gauge so we can cut angles and stuff. I'm very excited to start doing exhaust work and stuff like that. I was messing around with some aluminum TIG. Nothing too special. Not horrible either though. Like they're all complete welds and I just kind of jammed through this. I was supposed to start on this Miata project yesterday, but I spent most of the day editing, and then Ben needed to go pick up a TV that he said was 15 minutes away. It was not 15 minutes away. I accidentally sent the TV to the wrong place. It's about 15 minutes away. Or, you know, I think maybe it's 15 miles. So we drive about 5 miles and get on this road, and he's like, yeah, you're on this road for about 25 more miles.
I have nothing to say.
But we got the TV finally. We've been talking about getting a TV since we moved in, or since I moved in. So we finally have a TV. I'm very happy about that. Guys. Boom, son. It looks tiny in this camera. Yeah. It's very large, guys. It's very large, I promise. It's just cold out, that's all. Okay, enough jibber jabbering. Let's get to, you guys gotta come up with something that rhymes to jibber jabbering. I like saying jibber jabbering, but there's like nothing that rhymes with jabbering besides slabbering. I don't know. Diamond plate should be enough, I would think. Pull the roof off, yank the carpet up, and then start trying to make a template out of cardboard. That's gonna be the easiest way, because it's gonna be easy to trim the cardboard and get it to fit right. Then we'll just transfer that over to the diamond plate and cut it out. So we're playing Stanley's. This is the hole we need to cover. So my plan is just kind of wrap it all the way around. I guess we'll have to cut it around these two and cut it around the bars. Do some CAD, cardboard aided design. Need to take this thing for a rip while it's so nice out with the top off. Might go to the gas station or coffee run. Coffee run. Coffee run is pretty much code word for I want an excuse to drive Miata. But you know, also coffee's great too, so. It works. It's like it's a win-win, you know? And don't judge me for wearing a beanie when it's not that cold out. I just like beanies, and I only get to wear them a couple weeks a year, so don't judge me, okay? Thanks. Driving a caged car with the top off just feels so badass. My poor front fenders are just taking a beating lately. Oh, this is nice. It's so nice out. Oh, this thing runs so good. If you guys didn't see the turkey rod run video, like, literally drove this thing 4 hours round trip to Daytona, and it felt like driving a stock car around. It drove so good. I was so happy with it. Well, I think it's low on water because it just got to like 240. See if we can make enough speed to get down this hill. Oh God, we don't have enough speed. We have kind of enough speed. Okay, wow, that was fun. Well, after that catastrophe, before we start on the rear deck lid, I'm gonna go ahead and gut this thermostat. Looks like I should be able to just cut these two tabs off, and then the whole center should pull out, maybe, I hope. There's a lot of reasons why this doesn't work. So the problem is, I guess for those of you who don't know, the thermostat housing, like the thermostat is the seal, the seal around the thermostat. So we just put the seal in by itself, and obviously that seal has gone and is not working anymore. Got the thermostat, put it all back together, see how it is. I don't think it really got that hot. I think I was mostly reading steam. So, because as soon as you started driving and it got coolant going past it, it would cool right down. So I don't think we really overheated it. I just think it doesn't have much coolant in it at all. All right, well, that was the problem. The seal came out of place, so it was allowing it to leak out. So I'm gonna just go get a new seal. I already gutted the thermostat. This is like what holds it on. So I just cut that part off. I need to go get a seal and we'll throw this thing back on. So we have our gutted thermostat, our new gasket. We're gonna put it all back together, fill it up with water, go test drive it, make sure it's good, and then we can get to the project we intended on doing today. Gotta love cars, right? Ben's working on his CAD design. Doing a great job. Great job there, Ben. Yeah, I was thinking about going all the way out to here, but there's not really any need to because this is all covered already. And then this is gonna get covered by carpet anyway. So we won't be able to do that though. I don't think we can bend it. Anyway, Ben's working on that. I'm filling the cooling up. The other reason, I forgot to mention this, the other reason why I hadn't taken the time to gut the thermostat and put it back in was because I knew I was going to be building the expansion tank and have to drain the whole cooling system anyway. So I was like, oh, I'll just wait till then. It works fine for now. Dumb mistake.
Straight, but it's just weird straight.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. We can probably bolt it in
Be like that.
and then bend it in the car. Soleri template. What I'm gonna do is make it a little thicker on the back. I'm gonna trace it and then move it up like a ½ inch or so, an inch, and then trace this side so that we get that extra little bit on it. Okay, so my cutting methods did not go as planned. I got these tin snips because I've needed them for a while. They're handy. And I was like, oh, I can just cut it out with tin snips. Like, they work great. I don't need a jigsaw. I need a jigsaw. This is not working. It's just, you got to bend this so much to get them in there to keep cutting. And I like want to save this. I don't want to destroy it. So we got to run to Walmart anyway. We're out of water, we're out of food, so we need to go anyway. So I'm gonna pick up a jigsaw, finish cutting it with that, do it the proper way. Oh, one more thing before we head to Walmart. A lot of you were asking, oh, did you see Tommy's video? He's calling you out. Are you gonna race him, whatever? And I didn't think I needed to say yes, because I already said in the other video that whenever we had time and whenever the stars aligned and we could race, I was down to race. So that's still the case. We are gonna race. Me and him did talk back and forth a little bit and kind of come up with some ideas and some ground rules and all that stuff. It is kind of confusing because he's deciding to do some power mods to his car to try to even things out. And he said that he didn't realize that my car had an aluminum 5.3. He thought it was just like an iron block 5.3, like stock thrown in. You know, he didn't know I had the 488 diff or drop knuckles or any of that stuff. So I was like, okay, well, you know, since you're doing the mods and whatever, can we agree that my car would have most likely been faster than yours around a track due to the sheer amount of more power, because his car made 170 on the dyno. He says it should be 200 and the dyno reads low, but regardless, call it 200. You know, it makes 120, 140 less horsepower. Like, my car, in theory, should have beat yours around a track. And he still wouldn't agree. And his rebuttal too to that was he meant my car as is with the reverse rake and all that stuff. And that's what he meant, that he could beat me with my car as is. But that gets kind of confusing. And my rebuttal to that is, like, my car is not finished. It's not even finished for drifting. Like, I've still got to raise the rear some more. I've got to actually align it. I've got to put the handbrake in. I've got to do a coolant expansion tank. I haven't even put the front sway bar on yet. So it's hard to say, like, well, yeah, maybe it would have beat my car in the test driving phase, but when it's actually done, that's kind of a different story. About the only thing I'm gonna do that I didn't know if I was gonna do is bigger brakes in the front. I'd said from the start, I was gonna try the car with stock brakes with track pads. If it wasn't good enough, I was gonna upgrade the brakes, and nothing crazy, just some Willwood 4 pistons. And I was gonna wait. I was gonna wait until after we battled, whenever that was, to put the brakes on, even though I already ordered them, because, you know, I didn't want there to be any argument of, well, yeah, I would have, but since you did brakes, I couldn't, or whatever. I wanted it to be, you know, whatever, as fair as it could be. And leave my car full drift alignment, 205s, whatever, and just really see. Because all that stuff would help him close the gap a little bit. But since he's doing power mods, he agrees that it's fair for me to do brakes. And as far as tires go, I said we should run the same tires. Because to me, like, tires are a bolt-on thing. That's not really changing your car that much. I might run 225s for drifting. I don't know yet. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm just trying things out. So I said we should run the same tires just so the tires are even, and it all comes down to car. It comes down to suspension and power, you know, instead of, oh, I put 275 Hoosiers on my car, so good luck later, because my car would be insane, either of our cars with 275 Hoosiers on it. So same tires. He thinks that, you know, as long as the cars have the same engines in them when they get there, anything else is fair game. So, I mean, that's cool. He can do whatever he wants. I am just going to keep my car as it is and add brakes now instead of waiting to add brakes. That's pretty much my only thing, my only change of plans now that he's modding his car. So it should be interesting. I wish we could have agreed that my car would beat his as it was, like as my car, when my car's finished versus his car as it is now, but you know, that's okay. We're cordial, we're cool. Like it'll be fun, and it's friendly. We don't hate each other or anything, so there's no drama. It's just for fun, just for science, really. I'm really curious to see. It really is like suspension and weight balance versus power. And I'm not proud of the fact that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win due to just my sheer power advantage, because that's not cool. Like road racing is all about having a really good handling, really well set up car, but obviously that's not what I built my car for. I just think that my car, even though it's built for drifting, will still shred on a road course. Decently, at least. So we're gonna find out. But for now, we're gonna go to Walmart because we need to get stuff. Ben's been waiting in the car while I told you guys all that. So sorry for the delay, Ben.
If only they knew.
If only they knew. I'm just jealous that you have a working heated seat and I don't.
I'm just cooler than you are. What do
You don't even have it on. What a loser. This dude's just wasting a heated seat over there. I need to fix my heated seat and my window. Okay, I'll see you guys at Walmart. You know, just living that healthy life. So healthy. Pretty much all frozen food. Got the goods. Cheapest freaking jigsaw I could buy at Walmart. So now we should be able to cut this out. One more thing I want to note about the Tommy K Miata situation is he said that I have built heads and a cam in my car. It's a little different with an LS than like a dual overhead cam 4-cylinder. On a dual overhead cam 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, whatever, you've got to do like solid lifters and re-shim it if you have rockers and all. You've got to do like a lot more stuff to do cams. Whereas with an LS, it's just literally throwing a cam in, which is super easy. You don't have to degree it or do anything like that. And then valve springs. Built heads would be like roller rockers, chromoly push rods, like CNC ported heads or anything like. They're just bone stock heads with stiffer valve springs so you don't float the valves with the extra lift. So I just want to say that for the non-LS people. It's a little simpler than that, but regardless, I do have a cam. Because pretty much anyone who swaps a 5.3 into something puts a cam in it just to bring it up to like stock LS1 power or so. Got the piece cut out on the test fit. Hope it is close to right. Let's cut a little more off that side. It's like, if I knew it was gonna turn out like that, you should have just put a 2x4 back there to hold the carpet up. It came out pretty crappy, but it's in there, it shouldn't rattle, it'll do the job. You can still access the fuel door. I mean, all in all, I wouldn't even say the word success, I would just say
It's all
accomplished. thing is done.
It's done.
Now we can put the carpet back on and it won't sag down. Woo! That was a new one. Did you like that one? Check it out. No more hanging insulation. What the hell? You see that, guys? I know. Amazing work. Amazing work. Ben and Taylor, Fabricators Anonymous. Fab Life. Look at this carpet cut we did. Oh, God. Oh, so mint.
Instead of just, going this way.
Yeah, somebody commented that. They're like, dude, you could have just cut from the side. And we were both like, oh, true. I'm really glad we got that done. That's been one of those things on the to-do list, but it wasn't super important. So I was like, I'm never going to get to it, because it's not really it doesn't really affect anything not having it there. The thing just hangs down, but we didn't really have much else we could do. I'm waiting on parts for the expansion tank and the handbrake, which I guess we'll go check on the progress of the plate, see how that thing's going. Oh, it's getting there. Whatever, I've just been using the stock like Cura settings, which is what comes up with the code to run this basically. And it leaves like a weird texture. You can kind of see it. You can't really see it in the camera. It leaves like a weird texture, but I haven't really cared because this has all just been testing stuff. Like I'm not trying to actually use this. I just want to make sure that the bolt holes and the shifter hole are all in the right spot, and then we're good to go. And that it fits width-wise. What do you guys think looks better, top or no top? Comment below. Like this video if you think Miatas are cool. Or if you don't think they're cool. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. We do have a decent bit of stuff to do before the open house slash race slash drifting stuff. Again, I'd like to test it before then. I'd like to go drift it before then, just because I haven't even got to drift it yet. So there's something else I was gonna say, but I don't know what it was. So I guess that's gonna be it. Okay, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Goodbye.
Hopefully he doesn't post that.